600-meter marker, all set to go on their marathon trip and away and racing. So a decent start for them. Them just settled down to the finishing line the first time, and it's the Greys, Agamemnon and Blue Cloud's fighting with the rider, but Agamemnon led from Blue Cloud and Kadizora. 3 Bells is away in fourth with Crystal Maiden, making progress up along the inside, and Taxhaven is settled in at the back end of the field, and there's 8 lengths in it from first to last as they now go to the first corner and race past the 2,200 meter mark. And Agamemnon is the leader by a couple here from Kadizora as the Hardy Dar jumps away in front of them. Behind that is Blue Cloud on the outside of Crystal Maiden, further back to 3 Bells, who gives the leader 7 or 8 lengths start, and Taxhaven is content to sit at the back end of the field. Ryan Munger is happy where he's positioned at the moment and racing about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader. To the back straight they go, and they've got 1,800 meters left to run here, and Agamemnon the leader by 2. Kadizora racing second. Blue Cloud is more settled in third. Crystal Maiden is away in fourth, 5 lengths off the leader, a length and a half back to 3 Bells, and Taxhaven still brings up the rear here, 7, 8 lengths off the leader as they pass the mile start and race away towards the 1450. And it's Agamemnon, that big striding Agamemnon, led it by 2 lengths from Blue Cloud and Kadizora racing in tandem. A further 2.5 lengths back to Crystal Maiden, and then came 3 Bells, and the back marker is Taxhaven, and no change really in that order, racing 7 lengths from first to last as they run down towards the 1,200 meter mark. And Agamemnon at a sedate gallop, led it by a length and a half here from Blue Cloud and Kadizora. Crystal Maiden is back in fourth position, is 5 lengths off that leader. 3 Bells is still second to last, and Taxhaven has made no move just yet, or no intention of any move anyway, racing at the back end and 7, 8 lengths off them. Round the side of the track now, they've still got about 850 meters left to run, and out in front is Agamemnon by 2. Kadizora is racing in second position, then came Blue Cloud. Crystal Maiden still content in fourth, about 6 lengths off the leader, 3 Bells, and then came further back Taxhaven, has still got everything to get past to win it, and 8 lengths off the leader now as they start to hasten it up. They're coming down to the last 600 meters. It's Agamemnon the leader by 2. Kadizora is racing back in second, a further 3 away to Crystal Maiden, who's got the hurry along. Taxhaven has now started to pick it up towards the inside, and then came Blue Cloud and 3 Bells. They've got 400 meters left to go. Agamemnon the leader by a length. Kadizora is now coming home down the center. Then there's 5 lengths away to Taxhaven, and further back behind that Crystal Maiden, but Kadizora comes to the front now with 300 meters left to go, and it's Kadizora by 2. Agamemnon is trying to rally back, but Kadizora, this is what it's all about. Kadizora is going on strongly. Kadizora wins it comfortably by 3.5 from Agamemnon in second, Crystal Maiden third, Taxhaven, then came Blue Cloud and 3 Bells. By Karari Kadizora, and bred by Fulkerbos Drift and Maritz Fontana. It was a top ride by Market van Rensburg because he didn't let that winner just get it all his own way. He certainly put the pressure on at the right time, and Kadizora has shown what she's all about by winning over this 2,600 meters and putting 3 to 3.5 lengths between herself and the runner-up. Third place, Crystal Maiden. Taxhaven, the other two, had lots of ground to make up, but it is their first run over the trip.
Well, it is Kadizora getting that maiden win at the fourth time of asking, and it's first time aboard for a man who just knows how to judge these sort of races as far as distances are concerned, and that is the Marco van Rensburg. His only rider for the day, as far as I know, unless he's picked up a chance ride somewhere along the line, and so he leaves the track hopefully with 100% strike rate. First of all, on air, good to see you back, and I'm sure many, many people are wishing you well, and of course recent condolences that can never be just be put aside, and we wish you strength, you and the family strength at this time.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you, big thanks to Mr. Jockey. He's actually the one who got me into Dubai. He's the one who said that I must go and helped me to get there, so big thanks to him for all the experience. And now that I'm back, he seems to be putting his hand out and helping me, so well done to him, and thanks for the help to Fulkerbos and Maritz Fontana. I spoke to Stevie a little bit while I was in Dubai and got to know him again. And Stevie, thank you, Mrs. Slack, Jess, thank you very much for the help. It's really well appreciated. Yeah, it was a nice race.
The mother went as far as 2 miles, and the feel you got there.
Look, I was never worried about the 2.6. When you're riding for Mr. Jockey, you know you're riding a fit horse. That's number one. Number two, looking at the breeding, you know, you always knew she was going to stay. I didn't really know her. I've worked her before, but I didn't know it until I walked into the ring. So when I got on her back, I said, okay, I'm convinced, you know, she's fit, she's ready, she's big, she's strong enough. It's not a strong field. So, you know, the confidence there, we got to just get a little bit of cover and get it to settle. So that was the first aim, and it worked.
Okay, so we should hear a lot more of Kadizora as time goes on, huh?
You know what, she's going to get better, she's going to get stronger, no doubt about that. And she stays, so that's a big plus. It's a big bonus because the staying races aren't all that strong, especially in the fillies division, you know. So there's hope for, a lot of hope for.
Well, you haven't done too much wrong. You've already got the sponsor this time. I mean, how many weeks have you been back?
No, I've always had the sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Thank you to Aquatic Insurance, you know, my ex-father-in-law, he still helps me, he still looks after me. You know, Kev, thank you for the sponsor, thank you for the help, and you know, it's always well appreciated.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate your being in the #1 box early, and I hope we'll see a lot more of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vengi, for the second time in as many races, well done for this one. And in fact, I should have just got confirmation, but we all thought it should come through sooner rather than later, but well done for this.
Firstly, I would like to thank Ms. Slack for giving this filly from Eme Gorongosa, which have been trained by my trainer, Mr. Dikok. Secondly, I would like to also thank Betway. It was a difficult filly, so firstly I have to thank Vivian, who works with Miss Diana. She was so difficult. So he worked with that horse many times. I say to my brother Vivian, thank you so much.
And I believe it is Zweli who also looks after Kadizora.
Yes.
Okay, well, he's not here today. So if you could just give this on his behalf, we were actually going to do the work at the groom first. Thank you very much. That is the Racehorse Owners Association. Well done to Mrs. Slack, she owns, and well done to co-breeders, that is turffontein. And now for Zweli's check. Thank you, Chomo. Zweli's check. It is well-deserved, and may we see a lot more of Kadizora. Thanks so much, Vengi. You still have a lot of work to do in the afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. That is Vengi after the victory of Kadizora in those world-famous silks, and that is a popular starter to race number 4. Popular to a great extent. The favorite, though, ended up only running 4th, and that is a 1, Texhaven.